Seriously?
I'm sorry.
Seriously? Just let it play. Just okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all. Should I keep this? Okay. There. Okay. Go play it now.
Wait, are you putting us on blast?
Yes, play it. Because I need y'all to know that Kristen never gets this right. Play it. Press play. Press play, sis.
How are you gonna ask me like this?
I don't even want to dance. Y'all sit like on through. That's right. Am I right?
It's how I like look.
We are
single in a pandemic kind of world. We are living single.
Child, Chrissy, let me tell y'all something about when we tape at Chrissy's house. Chrissy never gets the theme songs right. It takes us like 5 minutes to get it. So I just need y'all, what you seen, what you heard is what we go through. But we're here now. So hey girls, hey.
Blast like that.
No, you don't. It's just so simple. Press play. What now? Okay.
I did. I pressed play, but then it stalled a little bit.
Okay. I can't help that your internet is shaky. Teddy Riley. But hey, y'all.
Jam.
Oh, jam. Teddy jam for me. Yeah, I do be in my life to Teddy jams, low key. Hey, y'all. So we're here.
Hey, y'all.
We're still in the pandemic.
Yes.
Y'all thought we were going to come back because Insecure was over. Shocked you, bitches.
I mean, well, we gonna be coming back sparingly.
Because I'm saying shit on TV.
Right. This ain't even. Remember that how they had a writer's strike like years ago?
Oh my god!
Then that's when they started doing like more reality TV.
That writer's strike, like I was talking about that shit the other day. I was like, no, but dead ass, they really stopped writing. But you know what? Was that a win for them, or was reality TV just taking over?
I think, reality TV, we always had reality TV. Remember, we had Real World and all that stuff.
But it influxed during that time.
Yeah, because it's cheaper.
Yeah, so, reality TV is definitely.
Yeah.
Seriously? What the fuck you got going on over there?
I almost dropped it. I dropped it on accident.
Oh, God.
This is so ghetto.
This is. I can't. When I tape over at Chrissy's house, it is urban.
Oh my God.
And your house not even urban. My house is way more urban than Chrissy's, but the taping, perfection.
Because you've been doing this more longer than me. Like,
I'm just checking.
But yeah, y'all. So our throwback appreciation is Living Single. Living Single is a Fox comedy that ran for 5 seasons from 93 to 98. It's based out of Brooklyn. It's about a group of 20-something-year-old professionals, a group of friends.
Semi-professionals.
Yeah, half and half.
Yeah, actually it's half and half. Because Max was a lawyer.
Yeah. Khadijah's entrepreneur. And
who else? Kyle was Wall Street.
Yeah, stockbroker. So it starred Queen Latifah as Khadijah James. She's the owner of her own magazine, Flavor. Kim Coles plays her cousin, Sinclair James, later Jones, because she marries Obi. Like I said, she's Khadijah's cousin.
Aloof.
Yeah, very aloof. Good.
Love trolls. Very
good natured. Woo, woo, woo. She's Flavor's receptionist, but she's also an aspiring actress. Kim Fields played Regine Hunter, and she's Khadijah's childhood friend.
Best friend.
Yes. And, she loves to gossip. She's into fashion, and,
she's original bougie. Y'all say bougie wrong all the time.
She's bougetto.
Yeah. She definitely, I love her.
Yeah. And her thing is she really trying to pull a well-to-do man, but she eventually gets it. She ends the show marrying a very wealthy man.
She ended up marrying an old boy from Girlfriends. You light up my side.
And Stan also plays Molly's boss on Insecure. He's bald though.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's the one who hires Molly to the new law firm. the black law firm, that's Stan.
Bitch, you lying.
Dead ass. All those episodes of like when she gets hired, he's interviewing her. He hires her. When they're having staff meetings, he's leading the staff meetings.
No, nigga, you lying.
Yes, that's Stan.
Stan's still working.
Yes.
On Insecure?
Yes.
I gotta rewatch the whole season for that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
What season is that?
Definitely in season 2, he interviews her. I can't remember which episode.
He was bald on season 2?
Yeah, and then season.
How do you know it's him?
I'll show you when we get off of here.
Okay.
But yeah. So, she ends up married.
Stan is on fucking Insecure.
Yes, Stan is
I'm
on
sorry, I'm
Insecure.
tripping. Okay, go ahead.
Erica Alexander plays attorney Maxine Shaw. She's
Attorney-in-law.
Yes. She's Khadijah's college bestie and roommate. And she doesn't live with Sinclair, Regine, and Khadijah, but she's always over there because she's greedy. Yeah, she's greedy as hell. She's very headstrong. She's a man-eater. And she has like this love-hate relationship with Kyle. John Hinton plays Overton Obie Jones. He's the Brownstones handyman. He dates and marries Sinclair. He's also Kyle's childhood friend, best friend, and now roommate. And T.C. Carson plays Kyle Barker, who's a stockbroker. He's a singer, and he's very
Is he really a
debonair.
singer?
Well, he loves to sing.
Okay.
Should we do that for that? When I fall in love, it will be
Why Kyle did that? Why Kyle did that?
because. But yeah, and as we all know, living single is actually the reason for Friends. I think
Literally.
Yeah.
So who was the guy who created Friends? I can't think of his name. He watched Living Single and dead ass created Friends based on Living Single. With like a twist. I think they might have had 3 and 3. It might have been
it was 3 and 3.
Yeah, they did 6 friends, but essentially the whole living across the hallway from
Monica and
Chandler, yeah, like how they did the girls in one apartment, the men in one apartment, and how Ross lived across the street, and Phoebe
had her own apartment.
Phoebe is actually I think Phoebe was an add-on. If you really think about it, it's like Monica and Rachel, and it's Chandler and Joey, which would be Monica, Rachel, yeah. I think Phoebe was an add-on. Like Phoebe's. Yeah, Phoebe. I feel like I think I read somewhere that Phoebe was the add-on character to the whole Friends dynamic.
Oh, okay.
But overall, yeah, they literally hijacked it, and Kyle talks about that often.
And
what's Kyle's real name?
T.C. Carson.
T.C. Carson talks about that often.
Well, in season 5, they wrote Kyle off, and they brought in Mel Jackson. I forgot the name of his character, but he's a roommate. He moves in.
And the woman, who's the woman? It was a Spanish girl.
Yeah, I can't. I didn't even.
Honestly, that last season they really fucked us over.
Yeah, but I think I read something with T.C. Carson that wasn't like an amicable.
No. He said his problem was that I think they were on the same lot as Friends, and he saw the perks and everything Friends was getting. And felt like living. So he said this. He has an interview on YouTube actually. Mm-hmm. He felt like they got slighted, which they did because they were like they were a big show as well, but not. They weren't Friends.
They weren't mainstream.
Yeah, they weren't mainstream, but they were a very big show within the Black community. Everybody tuned in.
Especially with Fox, they were one of the. They helped put Fox. They helped Fox's popularity.
Fox. New York Undercover, Martin, that whole lineup did something for Fox.
Yeah.
But as we know, a lot of these stations get Black shows, get the viewership, and then start trying to switch it out. UPN, WB. Specifically talking to y'all niggas. Mm-hmm. They literally do these lineups, Black people watch, but then they kind of try to start sliding in white shows, and then eventually they cross over and want to be mainstream. And UPN, which is CW now, them bitches ain't hit since that era. I don't care what they got on right now. they really ain't hit since that era. But yeah. So he left because he always brought up what he thought was an injustice.
He was like the spokesperson. Like if any of the other cast had issues, they would go to him because they know he would be the mouthpiece.
And the thing is, so you have to really think about Living Single. Living Single had Queen Latifah. Like Queen Latifah was a star before Living Single.
Yeah.
Living Single to make Queen Latifah. Yeah. And then you have to think about Kim Fields. Kim Fields was really on Facts of Life, and that was a very popular show. They should have got more respect. Yeah. Like it's nothing else to say. Queen Latifah and Kim Fields on one show together should have gotten very much so top tier respect.
But has Kim Fields ever said why she wasn't a part of the season finale?
You know what? I feel like she might have an interview. I just never watched it because they have a lot. Like recently, they might have celebrated like a 20 year or something. Yeah. So there are a lot of interviews out with them. I never watched, but I didn't really like the fact that she wasn't a part of the season finale. Like to me, like even though Khadijah did mention her and say she married Rich.
They often mentioned her throughout that last season.
I don't know, something about that last season. I don't think that last season was a bad season, but something about not seeing the original.
It was very different from the other season. Yeah,
it was just like, okay.
It was kind of like when it was time to wrap it up.
Yeah, the last season was definitely.
Because then it was like, they didn't really know what to do. They had Maxine was kind of like soul searching, and they went to some camp,
and that's actually the episode I remember the most because they showed that episode all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. But I don't know. Like overall, like Living Single is such a great show,
and they play it on MTV2, I think it is.
They played on TV1 in the morning. They play like four episodes every morning.
Yeah. And on MTV2, I think like they'll pretty much play it probably like the afternoons to night, like on Fridays, and on Saturdays they'll do like a marathon in the morning.
Who's your top 3 characters on?
My top 3. Well, honestly, my top 3 characters would be Khadijah, Maxine, and Regine. If I had to say that.
That would be mine.
Would you consider, so with Regine and Max, because I was in watching it, because I always watch Living Single often. Would you consider them friends, or were they frenemies, or do you think they like liked each other, or it was just their friendship was weird? I don't know.
I think they liked each other because Regine and Max were actually the most similar out of everybody. Mm-hmm. Like when they end up going to that
they went to that. I know what she's talking about.
That episode where they
conference.
Whatever conference they ended at. And like I think at the end of the day, like even because I watch this shit all the time on Hulu. That episode is called War the Juror or whatever. Where
like that shit go down.
Yeah.
Save yourself, girl.
Yeah, like the fact that when Regine talked about what happened or whatever with the lady who was burning down, what was her name? What the lady?
I forgot because I just watched
I watched that shit. I watched that shit like 2 days ago and died.
Yeah. What the hell?
I'm sorry, y'all. The episode where Regine is on the juror. That is the episode we're talking about. But the fact that Max was really ready to like stand up for her proves to me that she loved her and they were friends.
Or even when, I think it's the first season when Max's ex-boyfriend comes into town and Regine is all for like, okay, what we need to do, what script we gonna run, so he'll let you know that you're doing good.
I think
it was like she came in there, Jesse Jackson on the phone.
Regine and Max was so damn stupid. But I think the way Max was and the way Regine was, they needed somebody to spar with. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, not in a bad way, but even their sparring was like, I'm holding you accountable, or I'm staying on your neck to make you a better person. So I think they really were like good friends. Like, just the simple fact that she literally, it wasn't Khadijah that stood up for her. She was just like, as an officer of the court. And then it was just like, Maxine Shaw, you know her? It was Khadijah like, nah, sit your ass down. Like, nah.
Now you remember that flashback episode when they got to a fight and Maxine was, she was swinging her ponytail.
And shout out to Regine Wiggs, man. Regine will switch a wig on you niggas in a minute. Regine will switch a wig in a minute. And she had no problem.
When Scooter brought her that ponytail, she came
over that ponytail. I'm gonna go jogging. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I started wearing wigs, it was Regine Hunter I was thinking about, because Regine really would switch a wig on a bitch in a minute. Like, anyway.
Right.
And felt no type of way. Like, literally would go upstairs, change her hair. I didn't change my hair right quick. And then shout out to Regine, because Regine went like vegetarian too on that show.
She made everybody's life miserable.
She did make everybody's life miserable. And then they did have them ribs. Obi looked like he cooked some good ribs.
He did.
No, Obi definitely
did.
No, but yeah, they're my top 3 because and I don't know. I don't know if I think Queen Latifah was funny on that show, but I'm trying to figure out why I thought she was so funny. Like,
I think
it's so
her
weird.
reactions would just be so funny.
Exactly. Because I was like, one day I was thinking, I was like, why is Khadijah? Every time Erica Alexander and Kim Fields showed up to a scene, you knew they were in the scene.
The thing was like, and this is how I like to think about it, because I don't know if you were going to ask our top 5 episodes, but a lot of
remind us to do that in the episode.
Many of my top 5 episodes are centered around Regine. I think like they placed Regine in the funniest situations. Max had the funnier one-liners, but Khadijah had the funny reactions.
Is that what? Because I was thinking about that when I was watching Living Single, and the thing is, I think Kyle shows, like, everybody else shows up so.
And Kyle, he was also his little commentary. Yeah. Because when Regine was about to go under the knife to get a breast reduction, he was like, I just can't imagine you without those. And it was just like,
or even when she was dating, when Regine was dating the father and son, he was like, dun 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 dun, and you have no separate son to get that. And just, well, even Max and Kyle were like, they were funny, and I'm just like, low key, I don't want to say, like, I think Khadijah was funny, but why did I think she was so funny? And I think it is the reaction, like, so wait, what? Yeah. I think she had the most normal reaction.
Yeah, she just be looking like, why? Why are we doing this?
And maybe that's what it is, that we related to the fact that it was just like, wait, what?
Because even when that episode when Regine was helping Heavy D and Vivica Fox plan their wedding, and
let me tell y'all something. Vivica Fox. Let me tell y'all.
Jezebel.
Listen, Vivica and Janetta Fox. Let me tell you something, sis. That Living Single episode and that My Wife and My Kids episode, when you play Michael Kyle's sister, your cameos, top fucking tier, bitch.
Or even when she was on the
Vivica Fox. So you really, under your belt, you have the Living Single episode, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode, and My Wife and My Kids. Them fucking cameos are actually, they're the toppest of the top tier of a cameo, because
you brought it. You brought your A game.
That episode with Heavy D is the funniest shit. And the fact that, like, Regine lost her shoe and she was like crippling down. Like,
she knows where she's at.
You Jezebel.
You're no friend of hers.
Oh my God, Regine wanted to sing against Sissy Winans.
Girl, that's one of my favorite episodes.
Oh my God.
There's never been a time in my life
where he let me.
Wow. Your soloist is ready. There is your failure.
She's trying to eat extra because I'll be in the back like what?
She really was ready.
No, she and Cece was like, oh, it's okay, she can see it. The soloist has something to say.
Your soloist is ready.
Maybe you should sing it like this.
There's never been a time in my life
Where he let me fall.
She was like, okay, bitch.
Girl, Khadijah. Jennifer Lewis too, child. No.
Yeah, Jennifer Lewis. Or even like Grant Hill, one of my favorite episodes.
Regine. I love Regine. Something, give me some Vaseline. What? Girl, when Grant got hurt and Regine came out, no!
When she made that, then he was like, you know, I like cornbread. So she's like, okay. Or even when Khadijah and her were going to Scooter's Halloween party, she was snooping.
Sorry, I was drinking something. But it's just the fact it was like Khadijah, my girlfriend. And then Khadijah was like, that's like this.
Have you met Khadijah? My girlfriend. And the fact that they didn't find out until they got to the party that it wasn't even a costume party. Khadijah.
Regine was
Cleopatra.
She had her ass up.
Both feet.
It was the way oh my God. Regine. Oh my God. Regine and her mama. Shout out to her mom, Chip Fields.
Yeah.
Chip was,
I love the episodes with her mama.
Chip Fields. Oh my, you know what makes me sad though?
What?
You know, Queen Latifah's mom died.
Yeah.
So when I think she had MS or something. So it makes it like when I see it, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're happy they had the memories, but I really like that they really implemented their real moms in it.
Yeah.
So
when Regine moved to that apartment, her mama came through with the dog barking bull. She's like, you need to call Khadijah and apologize.
Living Single is such a top tier show. Like,
it is.
Like overall, even their character development, even though it's a comedy, like with the exception of Khadijah, because Khadijah pretty much was kind of perfect now that I think about it. But like even with like Regine and just Max, and it was such a top tier show. And I mean that it's on Hulu now, so that the jury moi or whatever episode that is,
moi, the jury.
My
first words were daddy. And it wasn't because of me calling him daddy. It's because my mom wanted to know who broke the TV.
Girl, that episode where they did they were a singing group.
Up the ladder to the roof.
It was Max. It was Max. It was the way Max kept going to It's just the way she was skipping it. Maxine Shaw ate the performances. It was the way she was in that circle. It was so about the way they went in that circle. She's like, she was so.
Because Maxine, she initially started off as a lead singer, and then Khadijah, she
my
came
girlfriend. Girl, I'm happy. I'm so happy her and Scooter ended up together too.
Baby, I'm back.
He's back again. Them niggas hated Scooter.
They loved him, but they hated him. It's like they loved him, but they did not want them together. But it was because they just saw how his absence.
And so timing he was.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm back again.
And then remember when he came back and proposed, and it was like, wait,
you've been gone.
Right. And Max is one of us like, what are you doing?
Max was fed up.
And Khadijah was like, I mean, well, y'all don't have to be a part of it. And Reggie was like, you see the dress I'm gonna wear. Remember when Max found out that her best friend from college was a lesbian?
Oh my God.
She was a dressed in pants and stuff.
Somebody was just talking about Living Single, talking about how that episode was homophobic.
I know.
Funny. But I cackle.
No.
Because, listen, let me tell y'all something about like how I hate that y'all do 2020 like this.
Girl.
It is 2020. Stop judging what you think in 2020 to anything prior to 2020.
Yeah.
And when I mean prior to 2020, I literally mean 2019. I'll even give you 2018. But when y'all start going back into like the 60s, 70s, 80s, the 90s.
The thing is that stuff was taboo. And so they made jokes about what was taboo.
And a lot of people will tell you they won't do the same things now, or they don't even find what they thought was funny then funny now. Like I really hate that for a lot of TV shows, because I feel like a lot of TV shows get put on a chopping block, and it's just like, but that was 1994.
Like it's not the same.
It's not. I mean, it's really not. And was it homophobic or transphobic or whatever phobic y'all like to say? Yeah, but was it?
But that was also the joke of it all, was because it was so dumb. Like her reaction to her friend.
And then when they both like hugged her, she's like, "Oh, double love from lesbians."
Right.
Like,
no, when they came in, I always knew that you were in love with her. I knew you had a thing for Maxine. She's like, wait.
Yeah, it was just like I hate that these shows get put on the chopping block like that. Especially like y'all be eating Martin up all the time. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm watching Martin on Amazon Prime.
Red spoons.
I be cackling.
Gina.
No, when they found out, don't say Gina, will you marry me?
You have lied. You have played in clank clank. You got me. Gina. I will marry you.
Not will you marry me.
Damn.
Not I will marry you. Not will you marry me. I will wait. I will.
Yes, I will marry you. Damn.
It's a damn no. I think it's a damn. I get that in my phone. I've really seen it in my phone. No, but it's like y'all really like try to put these
stipulations
on shows that them niggas didn't give a fuck, because all that shit was funny, and to them or to the people, this shit was funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Martin's that episode, I watched the episode when he was about to move out there, didn't want to pay the rent, and he thought it was $5 increase.
I ain't paying the $5. I mean, well, 5% is pretty steep. 5%, shit, I would have moved. That was like 500. 500, I would have moved.
No, it's $5. Wait, what?
You had me freeze my ass off for $5.
Martin's so stupid.
Hustle Man got some pictures out here.
What was the episode where Hustle Man had that big ass piece of cake but had the personal pan inside? You remember that? That was that episode. What nigga came and he held it. He held it like it was a whole pizza.
I heard y'all hungry.
That nigga pulled out a personal fucking pan. Oh my god. Martin.
Wait, if it wasn't that episode, then it was the episode when they were trying to figure out what type of job Tommy had.
No, I think because were they in like jackets and stuff in Martin's house, because they ain't had no heat on.
Yeah, that's
the hustle. That's the one.
But remember, he pulled out the chickens and he was like, the pigeons. Y'all gotta pay for some pigeons. But how do you marinate them? See what you gotta do, honey, is you gotta.
I'm sorry, Martin's a fucking funny show. I don't care. Shout out to Luke Fox. She was in a Martin episode.
She was, when Tommy was being all, he was doing too much. He was like, oh, so y'all playing pool? So you and your girls hanging out?
Girl, you know that episode of Martin when they won the lottery? Is still that I watched that the other day. I was in my
she just in the garbage.
Chrissy, it was 3 in the morning. I had tears. I'm like, why is this so stupid? No, when Williams is on one of them episodes.
Yeah, she the Kim Fields episode.
Shout out to Kim Fields. She better be in everything. Mm-hmm. Girl, shout out to Martin. I don't know who we got on Martin, but Martin's fucking funny. And y'all be trying to read Martin and call him all types of shit. This show was funny. This show's still funny because they was clocking Martin about like his ways the entire show.
Well, y'all already know how I feel about Martin. We talked about Martin the first episode.
Chrissy loves Martin. I bought Chrissy a deck of cards with Martin. So she can play, because she's a real nigga. She plays spades.
I play spades.
She plays spades, and now they got Martin on them.
Yeah.
Wow. Niggatry.
I just, during this pandemic, I just haven't had nobody play spades with.
She won't teach me either. Can you teach me how to play spades?
I could teach you.
No, dead ass.
No, I'll teach you.
So I can't really throw out a spade.
I'll teach you. But as far as playing with partners,
no, just teach you. I'm a fast learner.
I'll teach you.
So you're not gonna be my partner if we like get amongst the group?
You gotta get some practice in.
Okay, I'm the dad. You want to teach me? Do we set a schedule? Can I learn it like one day, or do we need to like do this once a week?
It's whenever you want.
I'm dead ass about learning.
Okay,
Because I'm a good shit talker too, so I need to play spades because I would love to shit on people.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm about to shit on y'all. Oh my God. The master teaches the teacher. What is it? When the little nigga learn? The grasshopper teaches the master.
Well, the master teaching the grasshopper.
Okay, but when I learn, I beat you. Okay, never mind. Anyways.
Okay, girl.
But shout out
to Living Single. We are living single.
But nah, Living Single is is in my top 5. I can't. Even to this day, I still watch Living Single episodes. If I see Living Single on the TV guide, I see what episode they're on. Mm-hmm. And honestly, they really didn't. Even their first season, they did not have. I mean, 5th season was questionable, but overall, even 5th season being questionable, they didn't have a bad season.
I kind of get sad when Obi proposes to Sinclair because then I'm like,
wasn't that when they was on with the horse?
Yeah,
I do get sad when they do that.
Like, man, it's gonna be the last season where all the gang gets together. And then they gonna switch it up.
They wedding when they led.
So with this ring, I'll commit to you. To death do us part.
I'm sorry, but why Vivica Fox said bump that to the pumpkins and the turkeys? I'm sorry. Happy D really went to Regine and was like, hey, this is what I want. And she
was like, yes, tell me what you want.
Pumpkin. Anyways, bump that. What I want is... It was that she had on a leather suit. I think about that a lot. It's like, it was so hot. Vivica Fox had on a leather suit. Like...
And R.I.P. to Heavy D.
No.
The overweight lover.
The overweight lover in the house. Overweight lover. And what's the song he did on Different World?
Oh, we got our own thing.
We got our own thing. I don't know. I do like that song though. It could be. It could not be.
Word to your mother. I know that's in the song, but I don't think that's what we got on.
That's what Dwayne said.
Yeah.
He put the mic.
Yeah. But that's actually in the song. But
we got no, okay. Anyways.
I mean, Heavy D had a lot of good songs, so it's like...
It's the overweight lover in the house. The overweight lover in the house.
The house.
I could sit on his face.
And got me waiting, anticipating. I'm trying to show ya.
And he was in Life. I hate Life so much. I've never liked... I think Life is the most depressing movie ever.
Because it's so long.
It's not that. Them niggas in jail for life about some fuck shit. Like, I can't find laughter in that. Like, I don't even care. Y'all keep showing me that cornbread scene. I'll be like, but they in jail for life.
Cornbread.
But they in jail for life.
And then Miguel Nunez or whatever his name is.
And then they didn't think... You know, they didn't think piece about that. I ain't tell you that.
We'll talk about this later.
I'll just give you the gist. We can talk about it offline, but the gist was to be a black man and gay in the society was...
I didn't ask for this.
No, but honestly, to have to go back into the world...
I didn't ask for this.
No, I'm telling you what they said. They said that to go back into society as a gay man to your family at that time was so much that he was willing to die. I mean, he did die.
And because his man was in jail and he was leaving his man, Bernie Mac. And remember Bernie went and picked him up?
And then they didn't really want to shoot him because they knew he was a good person, but because it was good news that he was being out of jail, but he didn't see it because he had to leave jail and then he wasn't going to be able to be himself.
Remember he was in Living Single as Goldie?
He was! No, he was in Life.
No, he was in Living
Oh, he was fucking with Max. Oh my God, why Max really?
Goldie.
Miguel Nunez. I think his name is Miguel Nunez.
Yeah,
Nunez.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, because that's a good episode, because that's when they had that beach party at the house. And that's when Sinclair won like some tickets. And Khadijah just knew it was gonna be her, and then she picked Regine, or Khadijah knew it was gonna be her. Overton knew it was gonna be him, and then she picked Regine because Regine didn't bother her.
And then Regine was just like, I have nothing to do with this. Y'all need to stop fighting, just for it to be like, dude came and was like, so Regine, did you get a little Bahamas trip?
Not Bahamas trip, wait. So we're going to the Poconos.
Yeah.
We're going to Poconos. I mean, Regine stayed in the nigga pocket, my idol.
Call me mom.
Oh, the baby. Oh, that was a good episode too. Or even when they went into Khadijah's room, why your bed so big? It's a queen. It's fit for a queen. It's just like, wait, are y'all in twin beds? A queen's not that big.
Yeah, the full size bed.
Y'all a queen? Y'all in twins? Shout out to Living Single. Please, it is on Hulu. So if you have Hulu, please take your time and watch Living Single.
Yeah.
So Greenleaf is back.
Yeah, child. The Saints. They've all came marching in for the last season.
I get it. You know what? I kind of like this new trend where people do like 5 to 7 seasons. Mm-hmm. And then, because I don't like when people don't get proper wrap-ups. Yeah. Hello, girlfriends. Or survivor's remorse.
Oh, yeah.
We deserved.
Yeah, they at least should have had like another season.
Yeah, because they had like 4 at that time.
I think so.
Yeah. But anyway, so Greenleaf is back. It's their final season.
Yeah.
I hate Carissa and Charity. You like Carissa?
No, I have more sympathy for Charity because of the fact that
BB and CC, get your goddamn niece. I say this every week.
No, I have more sympathy for her because it's obvious that like the parents had their favorites. And they were very like, besides just having their favorites and making it known who their favorites were.
So who the daddy favorite?
Grace.
And who the mama favorite?
Grace not even his real daughter, and he knows that. But it's still like,
but who the mama favorite?
Wouldn't it have been like either Faith or
Jacob?
Jacob, yeah. It was.
Okay, I will say this. She did feel like a oops baby.
Yeah, and she's like younger than the rest.
She's definitely an oops baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when they show Faith pictures, Faith, it's not a colorism thing, but like, it's like Faith and Grace kind of look alike, and then there was Jacob, and then here come
girl, I can't remember.
10 years later.
They've been showing Faith on the show.
They show like pictures.
Girl, let me go back and watch this show. But yeah, she's very much the afterthought, and they treat her like the afterthought. And Charity really didn't get the support she needed, like when her husband came out gay and left her.
I almost be forgetting that was a whole thing.
Yeah, like she didn't really get the support. Her baby died. Then
when she brought up her baby, I forgot.
Huh?
I forgot that her baby died.
Yeah, she was supposed to have twins, remember?
You know what? Because it kind of reminds me of when Tawana was like, no one cares about me. I feel like that is her. Because it's like, oh, what happened again?
She was going through like a whole opioid addiction and stuff like that. And
she did. And is that when they had Ayala?
Yeah, and she like broke the vending machine or whatever.
But then her mom was like, you need to get your shit together.
Right, basically. It was like, it was no support. It was just like, Ayala is here. Here, fix yourself. I don't have time for this. The church is going under. And so, yeah, I tend to have more sympathy for Charity because she's like trying to find her voice, and she doesn't really have a voice because she really hasn't had to make decisions. They all live at their parents' house.
Is that a listen moment? To the sounds deep within.
Yeah, like Charity just want to be loved, and she wants to feel loved. So like I said, I have more sympathy towards Charity.
Man, maybe I'm gonna go into this week's episode with more sympathy for Charity, because at this point, I just tweet BB and CC Winans and Vicky Winans and any other Winans I know.
Block your ass.
They honestly they should. Why haven't they?
I don't.
Because I really do tweet them all the time. Like, can you get Shawnee's Charity? It's just like, but her real name is Deborah Joy. Can you get Shawnee's Charity? Actually, this guy said she's ruining my family. I was like, hi, BB and CC Winans. Your niece is ruining my family. Y'all need to come get her. Like,
Charity's not ruining the family. AJ is ruining the family.
I hate that nigga. I wish that nigga would have died.
Cause like, AJ,
why he not dead?
He does nothing to the storyline. Like, he's just there. It's
to disrupt
like,
it.
Yeah, it's like, just get rid of him, please.
And then now I'm even, HIV is a very serious situation. I'm sorry he got raped. But now also, like, Grace set that rolling in your blood with you because she thought you was dead.
Yeah. Like, he's just, I don't know, because then it's still just, it's like, wrap his storyline up.
You know what it's cool about AJ was? I actually wasn't shocked when he said he was HIV positive, and I think maybe now because it's normal now.
Well,
like,
also because he had been throwing on in pills, and then plus when
is that what it was? Because it was just like, I think I should have felt sympathy that he got raped, and I was just like, oh, that's fucked up. And he was like, I'm HIV positive, and it was just like, oh, okay, so why can't you fuck with these people?
Or when he initially went to the hospital, the doctor was asking, like, do you have any open wounds? Were you near his blood? So at that point, when she asked her that, I was just like, oh, he must got HIV. And I also think it's because his acting isn't that strong. So
yeah, it's something about AJ where I didn't feel that. It was just more like, you got HIV, why won't you let these people love you? It's not like you, I can't be loved because I got raped and I got HIV. Okay, you got raped.
And he came looking for grace. He was like, it's like,
I'm sorry that you got raped. I genuinely am. But your status has nothing to do with receiving love from these people. Like,
and then the next episode, he says he wants to go live with his daddy.
And he don't even know that nigga?
Yeah, it's like he's just... AJ comes on the screen, I'm just immediately drained.
Listen, AJ has really been top tier draining on that show. I think top tier draining is AJ. Cheers. No particular order, but AJ's top.
Oh,
after
no, he's number one.
AJ's number one, but this has no particular order. Carissa, Charity, Mac before he died, and Zora are my top 5 people on Greenleaf that if y'all took them niggas out, I wouldn't be mad.
But the guy that played Mac, I think he said like that role started to do a number on him.
I bet it did.
Yeah, he said that role was like really messing with him.
But he in the Chandler, he's an uncle in Chandler Christmas.
He is. Yeah. He seems like a really nice guy.
Because Mac was dark.
Yeah, he said it really...
But Michael B. Jordan said after he played what was that? On Black Panther? He said he went to counseling. But what's the name said that too? Michael Ealy said that about when he played with Sanaa Lathan and Morris Chestnut.
Oh, for real?
What was the
Perfect Man?
The Perfect Man. He said his wife sent him off, was like, you need to stay somewhere else and go to counseling and then get back here.
I didn't know that.
Because they be getting so deep in them roles and stuff like that. So,
and I could see Michael B. Jordan, like, I could see him, like...
And something about Michael, I could see him being a beautiful terror. Like, you know what I mean?
The thing is, Michael don't want to hate these white women. That's not what he wants to do. Yeah. He wants to love on them. And so Killmonger was not letting him love on his diverse group of women.
He said he had to literally like get that shit out of him.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, which I like when actors, because there's like actors who delve into it. Because Kerry Washington said that prior to Scandal, Kerry Washington does a lot of work out there, like a lot of indie films. And she was just saying how she thinks she got lost in the work because she could go deep into her character, so nobody cared if she was in Publix. What fucked up was how popular Scandal got. So, because if you ever look at her, like, prior to Scandal, if you look at everything Kerry Washington did, Kerry Washington has been out here. And not even just indie films.
Say the Last Dance.
Say the Last Dance. She said the only reason
Why you like my brother?
She said the reason she stopped teaching, she was a teacher. The reason she stopped teaching was because then that movie became so popular, kids was coming to school reciting Chanel to her.
Ain't your dreams. It's not as hard as it seems.
By that time, she had did like a Spike Lee movie where she was a lesbian. She did the movie with Forrest Whitaker.
She actually did a movie a long time ago called Our Song or something.
Our Song was like her first movie. Yeah. After that, she did this movie called Lift, where she was still in Lift. Actually, Lift is on Amazon Prime for free as well. Lift is funny as fuck because she really was thieving from Macy's, but either here nor there. She did Mother and Child with Samuel L. Jackson, Tatiana Ali. She did Night Catches Us with Anthony Mackie. Night Catches Us is top tier. Probably one of my favorite movies is that goddamn Night Catches Us. She went through all the movies she did, but she said at one point she got lost in her character, but something about Scandal made people like put her and Scandal together. Yeah. Where she couldn't kind of get out of that.
Yeah, I'm sure like Jaleel White, Jasmine Guy.
Jasmine Guy is another one who I remember when I realized Jasmine Guy didn't even have that accent. I was like a kid, like, wait, what? She'll talk like that. No, I thought she really played me. I was just like, wait, you're not from the South?
Right.
You bitch. You fucking bitch. I was devastated as a kid. Yeah. But when I found out Lavita Alizé Jenkins, wait. What? What is this? Right. But yeah, so
but he I'm sure Mac being killed, and I think Mac being killed off was good for the show anyway, because after a point it was like, so where are y'all gonna take this show?
Honestly, pedophilia is terrible, and sexual assault is terrible. Grace harassed him so much that I felt bad for him. I did.
You would feel bad.
No, it was just after a while. I was just like, oh my God, Grace, leave this nigga alone. We had breakfast.
Because it was like, what are we gonna do? Either she has to kill him or she has to leave him alone.
Or he needs to go to jail. Pick an avenue. Yeah. At this point, it's coming to the point where I'm just like, Grace, leave this man alone. He's just going upstairs. Yeah. Like, Grace.
Like, no, he's terrible. But it's like, Grace, you're driving yourself crazy.
No, Grace really did. Yeah. But even that kill scene was, never mind. Their kill scene was a lot.
Yeah, didn't she like, they tore up the living room or something?
And then she did like was it a shard of glass that she killed him officially?
Yeah.
It was just a lot.
He was just like, take me out.
No.
Take me out of this role.
She begged that nigga.
No, he was like, take me out of this role. I don't know.
No.
I don't care how y'all gotta do it. Hell, I could just fall down the stairs.
Yeah, it was just a lot. Yeah. But after that, I mean, it was a good storyline.
Jacob can be draining too, because Jacob is just dumb as hell.
I just want Jacob to end up with that white woman and go.
The white woman, not Tasha? Not Tasha Skanks?
But the problem with Tasha is I don't know how to separate her from her real life. I don't want to bring her and Tip's mess back up. But it's something about Tasha where that role and then that Scandal in my mind infused.
But that's because she brought that Scandal. She gave it more life than it needed to be.
And that's why I can't do her.
But it's apparent that she needs a check because she hasn't booked anything else. At least not to my knowledge.
I would like to think that Tiny has a little power in Hollywood, and maybe a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend.
Girl,
a friend that was a friend that could be a friend.
What she won't be in ATL 2.
Won't. No, so that was it. And then it's just like Basie dead, and it's just the way she answered the door. I don't know, I just want him to end up with that white woman. He was happy with that white woman in the first season. He was.
But she lost her job over him.
But he was happy with her, and you know she hates him right now.
And when he was like, "Is that?" She was like, "I would never have a child by you."
No, which means I was fucking a lot of niggas.
Which means that even if I would have got pregnant, I would have gotten rid of it.
It was the fact that she was fucking niggas, and he was like, "That's my child." I actually was fucking a lot of black men.
And the fact that he was looking at that child the whole time trying to calculate, like trying to remember,
he was like, "I was fucking a lot of black men." Now what? My sis did fucking black men, Jacob. You're not the first black bitch she has, sis.
He really spent that scene like just looking at the dog.
That was in the background playing with shit.
And you could tell he was looking like,
yeah. So I just want to know,
she's a cute kid. So how old is she? Okay. 4.
For 2020, so
you were working at the church, and I had you in
9
that
months
one
back.
room.
9 months back, we weren't using condoms.
Yeah.
And, but it's the fact that she been fucking niggas that really threw him. Like,
you weren't the only one.
Like, black dick is my thing.
I kept a rotation.
Black dick is my thing.
Yeah, Jacob could just be them. Do you think him and Carissa are really gonna get a divorce though?
Carissa needs to leave. I don't want them to give Carissa and Jacob a happy ending. Carissa and Jacob, one thing about that show that has been consistent is Carissa and Jacob really just they don't like each other.
Yeah. But it's like Carissa's just weird because
why do you want to fuck around with this family?
Yeah, she wants to be in the family but don't like them. But it's like she feels like this sense of entitlement. But that next episode, Lady May gonna tell her like, "Nah, you need to go." She
actually just needs to go because at the end of the day, it's something weird about being their frenemy. Like, you do not like his mama. Mm-mm. You like his daddy, but based on who he is. But you'll throw him under the bus. Yeah, but based on who he is as the power thing he was. Yeah, the bishop. You don't really get along with his sisters, or you actually don't get along with his sisters.
You don't like Grace because you felt like Grace stood
do
in
not
the way
like
of Jacob.
You don't even fuck with your husband. So this idea of I'm not leaving until XYZ, it's like, no, you can leave and still get XYZ. Yeah. Why do you want to be in these people's presence so fucking bad? And like you said, she's not a good first lady. Honestly, even though I think he should end up with that white woman, Tasha is the perfect person for him because Tasha is actually like a good first lady.
But the fact that Jacob cheated on Carissa the whole marriage but won't let her live it down there,
I had chlamydia and it's stressful. No.
The first time,
don't laugh at chlamydia.
No, I'm not laughing at chlamydia. I'm laughing at the fact that he was.
Wow, you know what somebody said on Recovering Party Girls? That we all take everything as a joke. I had chlamydia. It's not funny.
I'm not laughing at you being a survivor of chlamydia. No, the fact that he will not let her live it down. She cheated one time, and he's just like, "You come back,
come here,
girl."
Listen, I mean that's trash. He shouldn't do that. But also, since you once again. Hello, Red Table Talk. Certain people just ain't good cheaters.
But also the fact that it wasn't even like she was like, so let's sit down and talk. I got chlamydia. It was like, so I got chlamydia. You need to go get tested. I got chlamydia. I fucked him. Like, yeah,
It's Carissa's need to be a part of that family, but don't want to be a part of that family.
Yeah, they're not keeping you there. They don't like you. They don't care if you come or go.
Yeah,
and at this point, they want you on.
They literally want you going, and it's just like, I'm not leaving.
Nobody is holding you hostage. Like,
please leave.
And now she's trying to hold this whole
the will or something. The first will she got that the daddy killed, whatever. Yeah. But it's just like, and then the fact that he said give her what she want, and then she was looking stupid. It's just like that is how much he wants you to fuck away from her. Give her what she wants so she can go.
Yeah, he don't want to be with you.
And it's just like until the papers are signed. I ain't got what I want.
But that's not like she don't want this divorce because she looked real caught off guard when he like, okay, fine, what we gotta do to be done?
Yeah. So what? So she wants that. And then the thing is, him saying he wants part-time custody of the kid. It's a control thing with her. It's just like, give him what. He's not a bad dad. You didn't say he's a bad dad. Yeah. You think he's a terrible husband. Yeah. That is fine. Give him 50-50.
Yeah. Because y'all be forgetting about the little poor boy anyway.
That nigga's really forgotten. I forget that they have a second song. Like,
what's his name?
Jabari?
What was he? Jabui or something like that? Is it Jacob Jr.?
JJ.
Lil J?
Jar.
3J.
Maybe James.
John.
Okay, Jimmy.
Jazzy.
That's your dog's name.
Is it Jeff? I don't Jazzy Jeff.
I don't fucking know. Like, it really is just like that. It's just like, well, why wouldn't you give him 50-50?
Yeah.
That's so simple. Like,
yeah, Carissa, she just
50-50, and I know a little about it. Like, if you're in the same city, all they do is just split the weeks.
Yeah, she just being difficult because she want to be difficult.
And the thing is, if he wasn't a good dad, if he was a trash ass nigga, she wouldn't be using that kid over his head. And honestly, what would be the problem? It's like you want full control so you can still show up to Greenleaf shit. The problem is if he got 50-50, you would not be able to show up to Greenleaf shit because his 50 would be Greenleaf shit. You just still want an end to this family, and that is weird.
She's just so weird.
That is so weird. To hate a nigga and still want to be in the house with his family.
Because she really resents him because she's not his dad. But she's not Lady May. She's not the first lady. She's not that first lady type. She's a teacher who should just chill out and teach kids. Or be a principal. I think she's principal.
Yeah, and it's like, I want all this money. It's like, well, Jacob ain't got no money. You literally say he ain't got no job.
Yeah. You'll be getting money from his parents.
You literally will really be getting money from the bishop.
And they're prepared to pay you off.
And they're okay.
Yeah, like they don't.
So how much does it take to get this bitch out our house? Like you just want to rent a suite?
Yeah, it's like like you said, she wants control.
It's control for her.
But it's like she don't even really know what the end game is for her.
She don't. And the thing is, what they have been consistent on that show was they really just... Well, where your dog... I'm sorry. We're taking to Chrissy's house and her dog really just like showed up as if he was being attacked. You're right. Like, I almost just got up and ran. I thought a killer was here. Anyways, no, but dead ass. Is there a killer in your house?
No.
Well, thank you for looking. The fuck? But it's something about they have been consistent that their marriage has been off. You know what I mean? Like even with Charity, they showed her and her husband, even though he came out, being gay and getting a lover. They showed...
Who was Grace's brother.
Wow, the soap opera-ness.
Her biological brother.
Soap opera-ness of it all.
Their lawyer.
The family lawyer. And also the fact that was Lady May. Okay. Lady May... The daddy was Lady May's...
Ray Campbell.
Side piece. Oh my God. Okay, anyways.
She had that nigga all up in Bishop house, parading him around. No.
Jada Pinkett. Wow, it's just.
But I mean, Bishop did sleep with her sister.
Bishop did sleep with her.
He did start off sleeping with Mavis.
And then we just don't get no more Mavis either. It was like we got Mavis Club. It's like
isn't Mavis like in Paris or something?
But I don't know. But they got her club and nobody cared.
Oh, bro, get back to your show.
Oh, bro, you're doing a whole lot. But what you're not doing is being on the Greenleaf set.
Right, wrap up your storyline.
Yeah, it was just like, you know what? Actually, back to Mavis and Lady May. I actually really liked their dialogue. I don't know if I think that was first season, where it was like Lady May or Mavis thought she got the worst of the abuse, and then Lady May came back and was like, I was being sexually abused. Yeah. So it was just, I did like that storyline a lot for that show because people don't talk about that often. Yeah. It's like we're both being abused, but to each other, you seem like the favorite.
Yeah.
I think you're the favorite because you weren't getting your ass beat, but it came back. It was just like, no.
Like, but he was sneaking in my bed.
Yeah. I was sleeping with our daddy and I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And I actually thought that was a really good storyline for that show. But anyways, they didn't even wrap that shit up. It was just like, Megan's gone and she gave Grace the club. Mm-hmm. And that is about to be the church.
Mm-hmm. Because they about to tear down the church. House of Hope. Hope of Harmony. Harmony of Hope.
House of Harmony.
Oh, okay.
Harmony of Hope. Hope of Harmony. Okay, well, the white people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, so, I mean, Greenleaf has always had my attention. It's one of me and Chrissy's favorite shows.
Oh, we have to talk about Sophia and Zora. And how Zora let that little weird looking bummy ass girl come on their property and disrespect her cousin.
So let me tell y'all something. If I have a lot of cousins, it's a lot of us. The Greenleafs have a property. So not only did you have to come through some gates, you had to come through the gates and you had to like drive to the cottage. If a cousin, hell, a friend, let somebody like disrespect me like that on like my literal family property, I have a problem. And that's what I don't like about Zora. They make Zora a hater, and I don't even think
they haven't known what to do with Zora's character since she got that relationship with that abusive boy.
They really should send her to college.
Yeah, because it was at one point in time like her storyline was a storyline that I look forward to, because it was like, what is going on with Zora? How is she gonna get out of this? But now it's just they don't know what to do with Zora. Like, she's just there. Yes, she has the property.
And that is true, because she didn't go to school, because what's her name went off to school.
Yeah, she went off to Hampton, but before they made the girl barren for no reason.
You can go. You tried to bite me. I'm sorry, I'm talking to Chris. The dog tried to bite me, so you can go. You tried to bite me. But anyways, yes. Zora, they haven't known what to do with Zora character since the Christian Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Wow, you're gonna pet her after she tried to attack me? No. Wow, that's why dogs attack. Thank you, because bitches like you. Wow, you're that mother.
Look, this is my family. You can't be coming up in my house disrespecting.
Wow, you're
my family.
Wow, the bitch trying to bite me.
Look, you can't be disrespecting my family. Weren't we just talking about this with Zora and Sophia?
You found that dog on the street.
She mine now.
Nah, but Zora, honestly, they really haven't known what to do with. You're right. They haven't known what to do with Zora since the Christian Chris Brown.
Yeah. Yeah,
but they could have just had her pop up. They didn't have to make it this. Like, it just,
or at least just have her being productive wherever she at. Because she's not really being productive. She's just
on the family ranch.
Yeah.
Or compound.
Yeah.
Whatever they have. Because it's something about, even if she was hating on her cousin, it's something weird about her hating on her cousin with somebody else.
Yeah, an outsider. She didn't even know. They weren't even friends. It was you wanted to holler at this girl's boyfriend and found out he had a girlfriend. And then became her friend. Yeah. And they got mad because he chose Sophia. Yeah. And she basically latched on to you because of who your family was.
Yeah, and she stayed at your house.
When her boyfriend kicked her out, and she didn't even know you. She just came to your house and was just like, so...
Can I say?
Yeah. I mean, we met each other last week, and we've been hanging out since
But you got a house.
Yeah.
And the things, too, about... Like, it's the bird in me. But I think the better storyline would be Sophia messing with the basketball player, Zora being on her side, and then them beefing with the girl. Like, that sounds like cousin shit to me. Like, girl, I'm talking to this NBA player or whatever. His girlfriend be trying to fight me. Okay, my cousin can't fight. Let me be the warrior. Like, that was a better storyline than her. Like, even just the way he dropped her, it was just like, well, why y'all introduce him? Yeah. If this is gonna be it, why y'all introduce this nigga?
Yeah. they don't know what to do with Zora and Sophia.
Yeah, but we say this all the time.
To college age, it's like they want to try and keep them, but don't know
we say
what
that
to do.
Because somebody posted, they were posting like college episodes of Sister Sister. Mm-hmm. And somebody was like, Sister actually was probably one of these shows. And it was like, honestly, I might say the show that had that, is transformed the word? Like, that went to college.
Cosby Show did a good job too. But even with the Cosby Show, it would be like Vanessa's off at college.
But then they'll pop up. But Sister still was focused on them.
Oh yeah,
and they really did a good job of making the show about them, and also still having like Ray and Lisa involved. And I was just like, a lot of that came from them staying upstairs and whatever. But they did a good job.
But like you said, Sister, that was actually their show. Greenleaf, Sophia, and Zora
they should just let them go.
Yeah, they could just pop in and out.
They really should have just let them go. For me, if I was right on Greenleaf, I would have them go to college together at Hampton or Howard or
they in Tennessee, go to Tennessee State.
Yeah, I'll have them go to HBCU in the state, and then it literally be like, "Hey, grandma."
Yeah, pop up. You want to go to church? Okay.
What happened? That's crazy. I'm going back to school. Yeah. And then everybody just... Because Zora's not doing... And now that you brought it up, Zora's not doing nothing.
Yeah. Because even if it was like... If you sent them off to school and if you kind of wanted the cameras to kind of follow them, then you could have made their storyline centered around that, what was going on at school.
And they could have got it spun off.
Yeah. Versus you just having them at the house and they ain't really... They don't have nothing going on. Because
it's just sad to see, Zora to be a mouthpiece and be like who she is, and you let your cousin, you ain't got no hands. Sis, you should have beat that bitch ass for me.
Right.
You're my cousin.
Right.
I put it on Facebook. I was like, listen, I'm gonna let y'all know now. I don't play this shit. So if you my cousin and you let that happen, let's just call it quits.
Yeah. Yo, but what you think about the Bishop? He starting to lose his memory and stuff. Remember,
I really like that.
The first season, remember he had Parkinson's?
I think he had Alzheimer's.
And they never revisited. It was just like...
You know what? I said that on Facebook, but somebody said there was an episode where they did say he had it.
It was like his hand was shaking or something. I don't know. Am I getting mixed up with Empire?
No, you're not. But I put it on Facebook, and somebody said they did have a conversation about his Parkinson's.
I don't know, because is losing your memory, because maybe it was like the first season we got introduced and he had it real bad, and then maybe it went into remission. So now with this being the last season, are they going to bring it back and this is a symptom of it?
But I feel like they're going to end the show with Lady Mae realizing she don't want no church because she'd rather have her last days. What is it? What my grandma just said, your last days be your better days.
Yeah.
I feel like they might end this show with, when they introduced that, I felt like they were going to end the show health is wealth, and I don't want no church because I would just rather be with my husband and blah, 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 blah.
But I'm just trying to figure out this whole Charity being a pastor now, and
I don't believe not a fucking thing Charity said. Charity want to be a pastor pisses me off because I just need her to follow in the steps of BB and CC Winans. Why won't she just sing the gospel?
Because Charity said she was not called to be a singer. She said as a child she didn't want to be a pastor.
Is her daddy Marvin? Which one's her daddy?
No, her daddy is the very attractive. He's darker skinned.
Okay.
He's very...
What he do?
He's very good looking. I think he sang... You've heard Tomorrow, I give my life.
Wow. So Charity just missing her.
And he sings that part. I thought about today.
Oh, he sings that. Well, that is a really talented
He might sing that part. Or
did you hear the Winans Phase 2 album?
I am here. I haven't had any of the Winans.
Winans Phase 2?
I haven't had any of their albums.
The cousins... The nephews.
I have not had any of their albums.
I had that. Went off.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the problem. I just need the money to come get charity. Like, it's just the way that she's running my family that I can't expect. Honestly, no. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised I'm not plucked. Like, every week I'd be like, hey, Cece, I hope all is well in Tennessee or Kentucky, where the fuck she lives.
She lives in Tennessee.
And I was just like, can you come get your niece?
Cece, if you ever hear this, block Natoya Ebony.
No, don't block me. BB, hey, you've dealt with controversy. Can you come get your niece? Because she's ruining the family name. I don't understand the problem. I need her out. Like, I need her out. Like, right now.
Charity just need to, she just need to find some love. She needs self-love.
Hey, Marvin. I messaged Vicky. I actually messaged Vicky this week. That's how desperate I got. I messaged Vicky this week.
You know she's not a part of the family, right?
Hey, I know you. Hey, Vicky Winans.
That's not her husband no more.
It don't matter. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Vicky Winans.
Did you message Mario? Mario, come get your cousin.
Sure.
I know you don't want to know, but let me tell you.
I'm gonna message Mario.
Come get your cousin.
No, I did. That's how I knew last week I was desperate when I hit Vicky up.
I know she hasn't been your niece for 30 years.
It's okay.
Can you come and
You still hold the last name. You hold the power. Come get this bitch. And I be saying it too. I'm like, she's one of my family. So it's like, wait. Is the Greenleaf your family? My family. You know what I fucking said.
Well, look, Lady May stay on her neck. So
Lady May hates her.
She can just come in. Good morning, you Judas.
Lady May can eat that bitch up so heavy. No. Hey guys, is there hot coffee? It's not for
hell is hot where you belong.
What? Lady May eat her up every time she get a chance. I just feel like Lady May. This shit, the fact that Lady May made it clear, I didn't invite you, your daddy did, to the wedding. I didn't invite you to the wedding. We're your parents. We invited literally everyone, but I didn't invite you. It was your daddy. Took me out.
No, they had me cracked up on that one scene because Lady May looked like she wanted to knock her head off when she was like, yeah, your favorite Bible character, something like that. Charity was like, Ruth. She was like, no, Judas. The betrayer, like you.
That's the way Lady May eat that whole up. I be dying. Because it was just the fact. She coming to the wedding. Your daughter?
It was like, Bishop was like, yeah, you come to the wedding too. Really? Did she have to come? Nobody invited her.
And then when she thought her mom invited her, you invited me to the wedding. Your daddy did. What? Lady May, eat her up. Lady May never got time to eat that girl up. I was just so happy when she finally was like, here's your Bible, girl. It said Reverend. I was like, thank you, Lady May.
And she gave her the name for their new church.
She did. Lady May took her up though.
Lady May is like, come over to the family church and preach. They don't appreciate you over there. Keep this family business.
Lady May really ate that. No, how do you live in a house where people eat you up like that?
Yeah, you live at their house. How is that?
That was every time.
Well, I could just move out and then do it. You can.
I've been trying to redecorate your room.
Right. Shoot.
Lady May hates at home. I'm not eating nothing until God sends me. Lady May's so sad. I love her.
Yeah, but y'all check out Greenleaf. Let's see how they wrap this up, because I still think that the boy that was killed, or the man that was killed, was actually the real AJ.
So not this season, last season, Grace was at her sister's grave, at Faith's grave, and a guy who looked just like AJ showed up. Mm-hmm. But so Chrissy said she thinks that's the real AJ.
And then he died. He was killed, and then the AJ was acting real weird towards him. The story of him being
because he got raped and had AIDS.
I think that the other guy was the real AJ. And AJ, they probably talked while they were in prison, and,
I don't know.
And that's why AJ can't really accept his position in the family because he
If they do that shit, Greenleaf had a lot of drama. They need to do that shit. But either way, that's probably true. I'm gonna tell y'all.
I wish they would have just wrapped it up sooner.
They need to kill him. I wish he would have died when he committed suicide.
It was a slight relief. That first episode was like, oh, good.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I said, I was like, oh my God, that's so terrible. Y'all did that on Lady Mae wedding day. That's how I was. I was like, damn, y'all fucked up the wedding day. Good, he's dead. And then he came back. I was like, what?
I told you that. I was like, I don't think he's dead.
No, you did. You was like, I seen it. In the preview, I felt like, I'm like, nah, he dead, girl. And then when that episode aired, I was mad at Chrissy and AJ. I was like, what? That nigga survived it? All that blood?
Yeah, it's just because his character is just so draining.
He needs to die.
Yeah.
Actually, and I was hoping after that episode, after he had sliced his wrist, I was like, well, maybe he's going to die by the end of the episode. And then he didn't. And I was so mad. I really spent that episode like, oh, so he's going to die.
I be feeling that, like, when I be thinking this about characters. Because in real life, I don't wish death on anybody.
I want a nigga. Like, no, when that episode ended and I seen the credits and I realized that nigga wasn't dead, I was like, wow. Y'all kept him alive? Wow.
We didn't ask for this.
Wow. Who's in the writer's room? Like, that nigga could have died.
Y'all brought Rick Fox back. I'll trade Rick Fox for him.
No, I do like Rick Fox, though, but I would.
Yeah, so.
Rick Fox was actually... Shout out to Rick Fox. I said this the other day. He's had a hell of a second act. Mm-hmm. When I mean second act, I mean as an actor and everything. But
yep, he's really grown in his craft. Because you remember when he got game.
Okay, well, we don't have to bring it.
And he looked like he was 30 years old. They're trying to recruit Jesus to the college. Mm-mm. It's like, who's this old ass man that y'all trying to?
I want to bring it up.
But yeah, but watch Greenleaf.
It's really good, and if you haven't, it's on not the current season, but the first 3 seasons is on Netflix. They're in their last season now, or 4 seasons.
Yeah, I think they have the first 4 seasons up, and
it's on Netflix. And no, Greenleaf is actually top tier. I mean, AJ's not dead, so that's all I got. But go ahead. Oh wait, where are we at? I'm sorry, y'all. It's literally nothing on TV.
Yes, I mean Dirty John.
Okay, so Betty Broderick had to shoot them niggas. I don't know how to say it anywhere else. Like, she really. So the thing about Dirty John is it's Dirty John. I guess I didn't realize it was about to be a series. I thought Dirty John was just one show. But apparently they're gonna like revisit like love. How do we describe that?
Scandals,
like love scandals, murders, whatever.
I mean, because Dirty John is actually just named after the guy Dirty John, who the first season was about.
Yeah, and I think it was so popular that they decided to.
Maybe they should change it to like Dirty Love or something like that.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah,
because Dirty John like really threw me off them first couple of episodes that they aired on USA. Because I still thought that was the first season. Because I was like, oh, I thought the Betty Broderick.
Somebody else said that.
Yeah, I was like, I thought Betty Broderick was supposed to.
So Dirty John originally is about a story about a guy named Dirty John. I guess the first season did. I think it might have been a limited series. Actually,
it was on Bravo.
Yeah, it was a limited series.
It's good. If you want to check it out,
I never finished that first season.
Yeah,
but. So they decided to delve into like love crimes essentially. So now they're doing Betty Broderick. And so for me, my first thought about Betty Broderick is a Lifetime story. Mm. And it's not Lifetime. I think it might have been on CBS at one point.
But they played it on Lifetime now.
All the time. Mm-hmm. And it was the mom from Family Ties.
Meredith
Baxter. So when I originally watched it back in the day, even when I watch it now.
We already talked about this.
What?
We talked about this, about our initial thoughts about Betty and
everything. Okay, so let's skip forward. If we did, that's in prior episode. So I really genuinely thought, like, in general, I don't know. I thought Betty was batshit crazy. This was probably like one of the times I was watching it. Was like, well, Betty had no choice but to kill them niggas. I don't know.
That was her only option. I will say that
She had to. I don't know.
What was the new wife's name? What was the mistress' name? Nicole or Sandy or something like that? Susan?
The second you said Nicole, I thought about OJ. What is her name? Hold on.
Because the thing about her is that she was very complicit in everything. And so Linda Broderick. But yeah.
Do you honestly think she was complicit though?
Yeah, I think she was complicit. And especially, honestly, Ebony, if you got into a situation where a guy's ex-wife was crazy and harassing him and stuff, would you stick around?
Linda was 20.
But the thing also is
for me, what happened, like now looking at it, like, and maybe it's like me being grown. Now looking at it, knowing they were in their 40s and he literally got with a girl who's dead ass in her 20s, I know she was playing bullshit games because in my 20s, it's a lot of shit I would do now. I did then that I would never do. Like I would literally, like I'm embarrassed by it. And I kind of feel like she was like the young hot girl. I think
she was definitely antagonized. She antagonized her. She was being passive aggressive to Betty.
Yeah, she definitely was being passive aggressive with Betty. But do you think he was too outside?
Both of them were. But the thing about him was that he knew that Betty had issues. He didn't want to deal with the issues when they were married. I think he got with Betty because he knew that Betty was going to be the one to help him. She was going to support his dreams and she was going to get him to where he needed to be. And I think he very much knew at some point in time he was going to trade her in.
Do you think so?
Yes, I think.
4 fucking kids later, you think so?
But then you also got to remember when she had a child and when the one baby died, he was off at like a ski vacation. And he basically was like, when she called to be like, our son is dead, it was just like, so this is my first time being on vacation. Why you calling me with this? Like, and the fact that they said for the first 10 years of their marriage, she was pregnant like 9 times or something, but she kept losing babies. And yeah, I think he very much knew, just kind of like reading into it. Betty, I think she came from like a good family. And she was a teacher and stuff. And I think like she was probably going to be one of those type of women that could just be teachers and be fine with that salary because she knew she had family money.
Oh yeah, because she was going to get a check.
Yeah. So, but I think he was very calculating.
I think he was very calculating, especially when they showed the fact of the way he went about the divorce. Like he made sure the court was in his favor. But what I never knew was the fact that he was a part of he was I guess the president of like the lawyer board in their city. So she was never going to get good representation.
No.
Because he's literally God. They're like God, essentially in lawyer world. You know,
they would have had to have gotten out of their jurisdiction.
And I didn't like, and then especially, so I had watched the interview with her son that was on Oprah, and they were asking like, we want to go live with mommy. She's not going to be okay without us. And so I know she dropped her kids off, but that was more to spite you, not that she didn't want her kids.
She said that was more so like, look, I'm mostly taking care of the kids. I told you I need to go out of town. Come get the kids so I could go out of town. Like, come do that. So I think that was like her reasoning for dropping the kids off.
And then you snatch the kids. And then the kids who can verbally tell you, I want to go stay with mommy, you like, no.
Yeah.
And it's just, my only thing, and I know this is going to sound weird, I wish she didn't kill them. Like, I would like to hear their rebuttal to, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, they're dead, so we just hear her story. I would like for one of them to have survived, I guess, to hear like a story, because I kind of feel like they were dicks to her and they didn't have to, even just with the house. It was like, if you know she loved this house and you know she can afford this house, let her stay with her kids in the house and you don't get a condo with your bitch. Yeah. Like, it's just really not that hard.
And then, like, as soon as she moved out, you got this girl on the answering machine.
But even how quickly this last episode was, we're done getting tan.
Yeah, we're back from our honeymoon.
Hey, guys.
That's why I'm like, she was very complicit. Because honestly, a 20-year-old me, wouldn't have dealt with that, because I'm like, why do I need to deal with this? I'm 20 years old. Why would I? This
at 20, if your wife was really cutting up like that, anyway, I'm trying to go to the moon, and the moon is a club in Tallahassee. Literally, I'm trying to go to the moon. I don't
At 20 years, I don't need to be your wife. You could just give me money, But that's why I'm like, like I said, I don't wish death on anybody, but Linda wasn't. I don't feel like Linda was as innocent as in the past years.
It was story. This that made me realize that, because before I was just like, damn, that's fucked up. But honestly, like, watching it now, it was just like, y'all kind of played with Betty, and you didn't realize Betty was about their life.
Yeah, and like I also told you about like how their friends, it got to a point where the friends were like getting divorced and trading in the older wives for the newer wives, and how they would get mad. Like, he got mad at Betty when Betty was like, I don't want to be friendly to the new girl. Like, I'm friends with the first wife.
As you should be.
Yeah, and it's like, well, you why are you acting like that? Like, let's go to his wedding. I would feel away if my husband was telling me like, no, just get over that. Like, you need to be friends with her. Because I'm like, so what's going to happen? She going to start bringing in her younger friends?
And that's what happened.
Y'all going to trade all of us in? Like,
that's essentially what happened. I don't know. It's just, I know it sounds weird, because I read Betty, I think it might be Betty's oldest daughter. She's on Facebook, and she was just like, can y'all please stop tagging me? We didn't ask for this show.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I was like, y'all really should leave them alone. But then I read deeper, and they was like, how it's 4 kids, but
they split. Two want her out, and the other 2, because I think the oldest daughter and the youngest son want her out, because the youngest son was just like, my mom, she's a cool person. The 2 people that she hated most in the world, she killed them. Yes, like, she good. But
that's what it is. Yeah. My mama ain't a threat. She killed the niggas.
Right.
That was her threat.
Right, she good. But it's the 2 in the middle that want her.
But they all still visit her and still talk to her a lot too.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the 2 in the middle. Is it that they don't want her out, or is it just they want her to be remorseful and get out? Is it that they want her to go to her?
And I actually appreciate her not being remorseful at all. Like, I like her being like, she ain't even faking with y'all niggas. Yeah. Like, nah, them niggas need to die. What's up? Like, you better really show up to her shit. So, how do you feel about, you murdered them? How do you feel? I feel they needed to die.
Right. And I guess also, besides, just her being locked up, I guess, like, if her kids and grandkids are still coming to visit her, I guess she also doesn't feel a need to have to be like, well, let me get out and stuff.
Well, yeah, they said but they said when Betty went to jail, she didn't want them to tie jail into real holidays. So she only requested that, she only like basically wanted them to come around Mother's Day and her birthday. She don't even want them to be tied to Labor Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, nothing like that. Because she's like, I don't want that for my kids. I want them to have. And I was just like, yo, that lady is still like a really good mom. Because like the only thing I want tied to me is my birthday and Mother's Day. Anything else, like, y'all go be up with y'all families and be happy. And, I honestly, Betty being in jail this long of a time, I almost think that she used to it and she don't really care.
And plus, isn't she like in her 80s now?
Yeah, she don't care.
Yeah. She's probably like, I'm doing good things in jail.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
And you niggas still talking about me because here we are.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, I was looking so hard for old girl family. What's her name?
Linda.
Linda's family. But I wanted to see what they thought, but I couldn't find nothing online.
Yeah, because I mean,
they're not like the Goldmans.
I mean, in all honesty, Linda, like I said, I don't wish death on anyone, but it's like you got what you got. I mean, you messed with a married man. You dealt with the married man through a divorce where his ex-wife was crazy. You stuck through it. You also, whether you meant to or didn't, you also pushed her buttons too.
You entertain, but when she put, I don't know if she really put that book on the doorstep the way she did, but it's just like, bitch.
Yeah.
Y'all, honestly, and let this just be a tale for everyone. Y'all don't really know who y'all fucking with. And I said this on Recovering Party Girls before. When you tell me you'll do anything for somebody, I immediately go about my way because I don't know what anything entails. You know what I mean? I don't know if anything is shooting me, killing me, stalking my friends. I don't know what it entails, so I'm not here to figure out.
All I gotta hear is like a phone conversation. She'd be like, and that bitch you with better not be around my kids. I'm like, you know what?
Oh, okay.
I'ma just step out of the situation.
I don't even like kids.
This ain't for me.
I don't even want them.
Yeah, I'm good.
Honestly, I don't even like men.
I'm good.
Honestly, I don't even like men.
Pull a Tiffany from Insecure. I'm fine. No, you're fine. You're fine. No, you're fine.
No.
Yeah.
The way I'm so fine.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, like at the end of my day, I'll be a part of me like the competition. But I don't do that no more. Like if you say trigger words for me, anything is a trigger word. Fuck that bitch. Might be a trigger word for me too. Like I just don't. I feel like the signs were there, but because she was in her 20s, she didn't give a fuck. It was like that old ass bitch.
She wanted to win.
Yeah, it's like that old bitch. And let's be clear, he didn't want to get. And something I didn't like was that he made a point trying not to give Betty money, but every time Betty did something to their household or to that girl stuff, he was like, "I'll buy you 800 dresses," and it's just like, well, pay Betty. Betty deserves. Betty pop kids out her vagina.
And they said he was making $1 million.
You told me that. A month?
A month or something like that?
So if he was making $1 million a month, I don't even know if that was just his income or what he made in general and had to pay people out. But I'm going to assume that he at least could have gave Betty $50,000 to $100,000 a month.
Yeah.
And because it's about money. It's about money. So fucking what? She deserved it. Like, stop putting people through hell and high water, and then, you know, when it's all said and done and when you make it, you don't want to give them nothing.
Yeah, it's just like, well, she didn't contribute anything to the household.
She did. She popped kids out her vagina, and she worked.
And she supported your ass.
She did.
You started off going to medical school, and she supported you.
And then you decided you want to go to law school. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
And you decided, without a conversation, oh yeah, by the way, we're moving to Harvard. Like, wherever. What city is that?
LA. Because they were
Harvard.
Oh, yeah. They moved to Harvard.
Where's Harvard? I feel like it's like one of them, like...
Massachusetts?
I feel like it's one of them, like, northeast cities.
Yeah. Or am I thinking about MIT?
Oh, either way. It's just...
But let this be a lesson, ladies. Because I don't know if we still doing this in this day and age. Don't be building these niggas up.
Y'all are. And
Don't be building these niggas up.
Because the reality is, he should just gave her worth.
Yeah.
And let her get her kids.
Yeah, stop holding the kids against her.
Yeah, I think... I mean, people say Betty still would have been crazy, but I honestly think if she would have had custody or 50-50 of her kids, but when I say 50-50, I mean full custody, because really he worked a lot. And that was a main factor in this whole situation. I think that if she would have had her kids and she would have got $50,000 to $100,000 a month, it
Yeah, I think she still would have been mad about him leaving her, but I don't think the blow would have been as bad.
Because then it was just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Some embarrassing people. Jesus Christ.
But watch Dirty Johns. It's coming on Tuesdays
so Greenleaf comes on.
Yeah.
We're in Texas. So Greenleaf comes on at 9?
8 o'clock.
8. So Greenleaf comes on 8 to 9, and then Dirty John is 9 to 10, because one day I was on the phone with Christy and got mad that I didn't realize that Dirty John was on. Remember that? I was like, wait, Dirty John is on and I'm on the phone with you? That pissed me off.
Yeah. So watch it. I think they only got like 1 or 2 more episodes left.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So Will and Jada had a lot going on.
Girl, they've been taking up my timeline for the past week, child. I'm so sick of hearing about them.
I'm so happy they finally did the Red Table Talk, because I feel like it's over now. The storm is over now? Is that the song?
Yeah.
I do. I feel like now. So let's go back. So August did an interview with Angela Yee.
Mm-hmm.
Angela Yee asked about the Smiths, or Jada Pinkett Smith specifically. And he basically said that him and Jada were together.
In so many words.
It was a lot of words.
Yeah.
It was something about like, if I die, I'm okay because she loved me. And it was just a lot.
And then it was like, well, it wasn't romantic, but it was just a lot.
And Will gave me a thumbs up.
Yeah. It was
when he could have really just said, I respect the Smiths. Jada helped me at a time when I really needed it. I was sick. They had the funds.
And left it at that.
Because really, you were sick and they had the funds.
Yeah.
So that kind of forced Will and Jada on us.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Red Table Talk went down exactly the way we said it would, though.
Yeah. She was going to admit it and basically be like,
I need my husband.
Yeah. I'm not leaving my husband.
Me and Chrissy had a conversation. We said that if we were Jada, and how we thought it would go down was Jada would admit the affair, but turn it into like
a learning experience.
A learning experience, but with her and Will's marriage. So then the narrative would change into her and Will's marriage. And that's exactly what actually just happened.
Yeah.
And what I said on Recovering Party Girls was basically what me and Chrissy had talked about.
Even though I don't care about her and Will's marriage, like why? Why did August have to do this? Also sell
Why did August have to do this?
That nobody is buying or streaming. Like it was a lot. It was now all these memes. Everybody's talking about Jada and how she for the streets and like it's just so
weirds me out. It weirds me out how quickly they like put bullets into a woman. Yeah. It's like we just got August on Jada. Yeah. And what I got from their Red Table Talk too was Will did a lot in their marriage. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna say cheated, but it kind of comes across as like Jada dealt with a lot with Will. Mm-hmm. And 25 years, a transgression, and a transgression that she adamantly said is not a transgression. It was just
and now everybody with their narratives and I don't believe that they were separated. Like, well, who cares if you believe it or not? At the end of the day, they're still married, and they've said they're gonna stay married. And and she took advantage of him, and she preyed on him. And I mean, I understand where people are coming from with that.
I do. I do.
And that he was sick and things like that.
But what I don't like about that is I get where they're coming from wholeheartedly, but sometimes I feel like because people don't openly say they're broken, then they're just not broken. Because who's to say Jada might have been broken?
But the thing is that besides her being married, Jada was out of line, because when you appoint yourself as mentoring someone, or you appoint yourself as I'm going to be motherly, you know what I'm saying? Because especially, I don't keep up with August Alsina, but I know that he's had quite a few deaths in his family, like with his siblings, and he didn't really have a close relationship with his mother. Yeah. So when you appoint yourself as that figure, you have to hold yourself up to that standard. Like it, but I also get with her that, yeah, he was going through things, and she may have been going through things at that time of her life with Wheeler, and just herself, where it was like maybe she was getting something from him that she wasn't getting from Will, and it seems like they had a really deep emotional connection. So I don't think,
as they say, a trauma connection.
Yeah, I don't think that she necessarily set out to be like, oh, I'm gonna get this.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, like I'm
ruin this nigga life.
Yeah,
it's just I'm helping you.
Yeah,
and then somewhere along the line, she broke in two, but something he was giving her was helping. I get it.
But I think that she was out of line with that, and I think she even admitted that she crossed the line. I can't remember what she said exactly, but yeah, she was definitely out of line with that. But this whole narrative of like, she preyed on him, and
she found this nigga, and it decided. I don't think that. I just think,
and she took advantage of him.
I think it was what they said. They had the funds to, not physical, health wise, help him. Mm-hmm. And then I just
think he needed a family, and they offered that family.
And the Smiths have also offered that to a lot of people. August Alsina is not the first person that stayed in the Smiths' house. Mm-hmm. Not. Justin Bieber, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just not the first person. Mm-hmm. But I do think, like, somewhere just along the lines, she was trying to fix somebody. A lost person can't fix somebody. Mm-hmm. And Jada was lost. Mm-hmm. And Jada didn't know she was lost. Or maybe Jada didn't think she was lost. Mm-hmm. Or
maybe she just thought she could handle it. She thought that by helping him, she would be helping herself. Like she said. Yeah. She was,
And, because people had a lot of comments about Jada's needing to fix people. But Jada's story, honestly, is really tragic. Her mama was an addict.
Her dad?
Her mama admits to being an addict. Her dad was an addict. And her brother was like on Red Table Talk talking about like...
Did she have a relationship with her dad? Or wasn't her brother didn't have a relationship
with
her?
They both had a relationship with the dad, but it was like a weird... I remember she said on the show that they laughed about it because it was like how crazy it was how like the dad called him basically saying he had like kind of fell off the wagon. Mm-hmm. And so like they both were trying to save their dad. Mm-hmm. And then their dad, who was this addict, was actually very brilliant because he told them everything y'all got when it comes to art and all that was from me. Mm-hmm. Because their dad, they said their dad was like this brilliant mind until he was on drugs. Mm-hmm.
And that's how a lot of drug addicts are.
Yeah,
like
so
they're very smart people.
Yeah, so it's like all that artsy thing. He was like, everything y'all got from me is from me. Everything y'all got is from me. And then Jada was like, that was like a hard pill to swallow to realize like you kind of don't like a person or like it's this person, but this person is literally the reason you're artsy, you're funny, you can act, you can sing, you can have all these things. So just in general, it's just like, and then when you think about her relationship with Tupac as well, Tupac was alive. Mm-hmm. Another broken person. Mm-hmm. So do I think Jada was broken? Yes, I think Jada been broken since the dawn of time. Her mama told a story about how the daddy was abusing her, but he would never hit Jada. So she put Jada on the floor and like snuck out the house because she was trying to get away from him, but she knew that he wouldn't knock Jada ass out. And it's just like, that is like, people have trauma and it's just...
And she even said she has codependency issues also.
And she definitely said that, and she said how she be wanting to save everybody, and Will said it. A part of them came together, they both were broken. Like, the story is literally He got a divorce, signed the paperwork, called Jada and was like, who you seeing?
Well, he was dating her before the divorce was filed.
You seeing me now. They didn't say that on that Red Table Talk.
I thought that they were dating before the divorce. Because remember Cherie, she thought that even though Cherie wanted the divorce, a part of her thought that they would get back together or something like that. But he had been seeing, he was seeing Jada before the divorce.
They didn't say that in that Red Table Talk. Where you seen that at?
I've seen that before, and I thought they said it on the Red Table Talk.
No, on the Red Table Talk, he went to a different world originally to meet Jada with what's called Alfonso.
Alfonso, yeah.
And something happened where he met Cherie. They got married. He never mentioned Jada. He said he called Jada.
That don't mean they met then, but no, I think I have heard or I've seen that before that they were dating before his.
Send me that link because I never heard that. He said that he called Jada. Jada had that ranch in Baltimore. She had just moved out of Hollywood, and he calls her up and was like, "Well, who you seeing?" And she was like, "Nobody." He was like, "Okay, cool. You seeing me now?" And that's literally when she moved to LA. A person who was trying to get away from Hollywood.
Yeah, she said it. Don't date a person going through a divorce like I did. She said that before on the Red Table Talk. Yeah, they dated before his divorce was finalized, and that's what's also caused issues with Cherie. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Send me that link.
Yeah, he was still legally married.
Okay, so either way, so Jada had kind of like axed out Hollywood, and then Will calls her and was like, "Well, who you seeing?" And she said nobody, and Will was like, "Okay, cool, you seeing me now." And then she literally moved back to LA and became like Mrs. Will Smith, essentially. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I just always got a lot from their storytelling of their marriage that it's not easy to be married to Will Smith in a weird way. Like, I feel like Jada's pretty simple. I think Jada just want her family. Jada
want to meditate.
Jada just want to live in Wyoming.
She want to eat. She want to eat vegan food.
Yeah, it's something about
to survive. Yeah, doesn't eat for pleasure.
Right. When Jada said that, I was like, wait, who only eats to survive?
Yeah,
nigga, we ate for pleasure earlier today. Like,
right.
The fuck. But no, it's just something about Jada that just seems like Will Smith is a lot, and not a lot of people can be married to that entity, essentially.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Y'all look like eating Will and Jada up, but
yeah, calling them clowns and stuff. Like, how can you call? They seem to have an understanding in their marriage, and whatever understanding they have in their marriage was not
ain't my business.
Knowledge.
Yeah. Ain't my business.
They seem to have an understanding, and that's their business. So why would you call them clowns? I could see if it was just like one doing some stupid shit, or the thing is that I think it's more so that Will got embarrassed by all this.
I actually think that is the bottom line. I think that even though he did say I was never gonna talk to you again, something about this whole situation makes me know that Jada's not good at cheating. Because like, I just kind of feel like Will been cheating and nobody knows nothing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I just kind of feel like,
but if they have an open relationship like everybody seems to think they have, then is it cheating or is it just him? Whatever he's doing, he's keeping it under wraps.
Yeah, it's something about this situation that I felt that Will was embarrassed twice. He was embarrassed once when it was like this. Will Smith is still Will Smith. And Jada says that often. Like, if you watch the Red Table Talk, when she gets ready to brag about Will, she says Will Smith. She called that nigga by his full, like, Will Smith. No, I'm married to Will Smith. Mm-hmm. No, I'm dating Will Smith. No, Will Smith my baby daddy. She makes a point to say Will Smith. So I think the type of person, and especially because he's about public image, like, he was already embarrassed once. Like, the unmitigated goal for you to be fucking this young nigga and I'm Will Smith. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're past that.
Yeah.
Now we're here again where the universe now knows that you was fucking off.
Yeah.
And even though I think for me, I found that episode refreshing. I know a lot of people was calling them clowns and stuff, but I found it really refreshing. And maybe because I watched Red Table Talk, and Jada's mother has said often that she admires the fact that they can talk.
Yeah, that is one thing that I admire about them. They seem like they're very good at communicating. It seems like they don't hold back from each other. Like whatever they gotta say, they say.
And especially too because like Jada's mom, Gammy, said like it's nothing for Will and Jada to talk for hours. And you know, as an adult, I look at marriages a lot more now, and I don't know too many people who can just really shoot the shit with their spouse. Like me and Kristen can talk on the phone for 2 hours, but can you really do that with your spouse? And so I don't know. It's just I actually admire the fact, and then the fact that Jada was like, one thing we don't have is secrets, and people don't want the truth like that. People think they want the truth like that, but they don't. So the fact that Will and Jada can kind of come to each other, whatever their agreement or non-agreement is, the fact that they can actually just have a conversation, to me, especially now as an adult, when I look at marriages, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just ain't talking.
Yeah.
I mean, they talking, but they ain't talking.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know, I just also think this is a lot bigger of a story because it was Jada instead of Will. I feel like if this was a guy and if this was Will, like it wouldn't be that big of a story. Like nobody would care. But because it's Jada, now it's like this whole big deal. Because I feel like some men have lost respect for Will in a sense because it's like you let your woman cheat on you, she messed with this nigga and you taking her back. Like nah, you soft, you stupid.
Lawrence Hyde.
You stupid. Like that's how I feel. I feel like I said, this was Will. It would just be like, oh, Will cheated on Jada.
I mean, what you expect from somebody who's Mr. Hollywood? Like he did Bad Boys 1 and 2. Like Wild Wild West. I mean,
Men in Black.
Getting G with it.
Right.
I mean, Miami.
Right. But
that is true.
Yeah. And also with August Alsina, like in talking about how people are trying to make him to be like this sympathetic, like this victim or whatever. Any sympathy that I would have for August went out the window once it was the fact that he put out this information because his album is coming out or his album is out.
My problem with August, it just, for me, you can't uplift me in one sentence and then put comma and tell something that you know I would not want the public to know. So you can't be like, wow,
don't uplift me, but then
I love Ebony. You know, Ebony is such a great person. Like, you know, Ebony's it was it for me. It's Ebony. Yeah. Also, her husband also, you know, gave me the green light and I was fucking her. Like it was that. Like it was the Smiths in a way that most people probably wouldn't. You know Jada don't want no shit like that out. You know what I mean? You literally praised that woman and then talked about her vagina 2 seconds later. Like, you don't get no cool points from me because you mess with Jada.
Yeah, and it don't matter if this was a situation where a female was doing this to a man.
They would have. If a girl, if I came out or this was okay, Keke Palmer because she's supposed to not Keke Palmer, but Keke Palmer because she's supposed to August H. If she would have came out and said that shit about Will Smith, y'all would have ate Keke up in a way that Keke really, honestly. It would have been over for her. Yeah. Y'all, I don't even care if she had mental health issues or whatever the hell was going on with her. Y'all would have ate a woman up behind Will Smith versus the way y'all did August. Like, I don't know. It's something about, it goes back to me. It's something about August saying he loves her and I could die at this point because she loved me, and also telling that lady business.
It came across real disingenuous.
Yeah. Like it came across like to me, it came across as if you thought you were about to ruin them and you was about to make her life hell. But what happened in this process is You now had to find out that her and Will dealt with that. Mm-hmm. And these are media trained ass niggas. Like,
right.
Will and Jada are really good at being celebrities. And I don't know
how. They've been celebrities for 20 plus years. And they came up when you had a PR person who handled statements, or they didn't grow up in this social media age where you address whatever you got to address on social media or in an interview or whatever.
And for their people to come out and make statements, and then for them to double back and say, we ain't make no statements, this is our story, is so like, they still have media training, but they have adjusted to social media. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, okay, whatever was said in the media on our behalf is not what was being said. We're going to say it on our platform that Jada owns, for Table Talk. Yeah. And also, the show's produced by our couple production, Westbrook, hello. And it's just like, I just don't think August really thought that shit out.
He did.
He thought he got big-headed because people upped it for like a day or two or whatever on social media, not realizing that Will and Jada really are like Hollywood. Will is really a Hollywood person. Mm-hmm. Top tier.
And they handled it very well. Like, they didn't slander him.
They
was the Og. Because you know Og.
What I told you, I said at this point, if Bunce comes back out and says anything about Will and Jada, people are going to literally tell him to leave that married woman alone.
Because Jada even said he stopped talking to me.
Yeah, she even got played in the process. Like, so luckily me and Will was working it out. Yeah. He stopped talking to me. It is what it is. I'm here with my husband.
Right. And we gonna be married forever.
And then like even just the bad marriage for life. Yeah, I think y'all took that so seriously when I knew that was like a joke. Like it felt like joking.
It was a play on
Bad Boys for Life. Right. Yeah. It was just, it's something about, they're just really good at being celebrities.
But this is definitely,
and they were vulnerable. Like, I didn't feel like it was super fake.
But this is also a learning experience for Jada that, you know, you can't take in everybody. And these new celebrities, there used to be a time when celebrities, they wanted to get on for their talent. These celebrities, they taking whatever chance they can get to try and be talked about. So, you know, she essentially, what Will didn't say, but what I think he wanted to say was essentially, you sloppy. You sloppy out here. What you doing?
I felt that about Will. Yeah. Will was more so like, because even when she was like, oh, you already got me back, it's like, no, but I never embarrassed you.
Yeah.
So, hey, girl.
Like, you out here looking stupid. Like, you ain't, it wasn't no NDA signed. Like, and...
but honestly, that's how I know Jada. People was just like, who else she fucked? I was like, Jada's not a cheater. Yeah. This situation is letting me know that Jada's not a cheater.
Or maybe she is a cheater, but that when she has cheated, there really hasn't been emotion in it. And with this time, it was really an emotional connection, and she just thought that it wouldn't go.
I still don't think Jada's a cheater, because if Jada's a cheater, she had to cheat with people who had something to lose.
And that's the thing. That's another thing. You don't mess with people that don't have nothing to lose.
Like, I feel like Will was like fucking other A-list celebrities who really can't be like, I fuck with Smith.
Jada could too. She could be messing with people that got something to lose.
Something about that. I just don't think Jada seems so deep to me. Not deep, but Jada seems like a filler that even if she fuck with like Morris Chestnut, something about Jada just seems like a feeler. Like, we need to be out. Like, because the thing is, when you look back, her August was out. That's why Will was like, y'all was in a relationship. Jada and August was really in our face the whole time. Mm-hmm. Jada just seems like the type who couldn't have an affair and not have an emotional connection. She just don't seem like nobody who wants dick. She wants
I don't know.
Incense.
I don't know, child, but we wouldn't be having this conversation if we wouldn't be having this conversation if August Alsina didn't put these people business on blast.
He really made my people feel like locals, and I don't like that.
Yeah, and when people was like, well, it's his story to tell, it's not just your story to tell when it's affecting other people.
It's your story to tell if you want to not tell names. Like, we said this on Recovering Party Girls. We go through a space of Recovering Party Girls where we want to tell stories, but we don't want to make people feel bad. You know what I mean? It's a lot of time. And Chrissy calls me when she knows I'm talking about her. She be like, oh, thank you, girl. I take that story. I deliberately take names out of stories because everybody's story isn't your story. Mm-hmm. And I think the hardest thing is with family, but I try to tell stories in a way where I'm not making nobody look bad. Mm-hmm. August deliberately tried to make Jada look bad. He can say it how you want to say it, but he started that conversation off with like, well, I'm not messy because mess, it makes you sick and I'm not that type of person that can turn around and be messy. Yeah. However, Jada. And I think for him, even with him going at Keke Palmer the way he did, I think for him, he really had to come to a conclusion that Jada didn't give a fuck. And not that Jada didn't give a fuck. Jada gives more of a fuck about Will.
Yeah.
It's not... I do think that Jada and August had a moment. I do think Jada was into that moment. I also think Jada really likes her family, and they say that shit often. Like, they really... It's not even about the business they created together. It's not about the money. It's not about the house. Jada and Will come across as if they like their family dynamic, and they could not imagine life without them being together and their family being a part of it. Mm-hmm. And that's not even their kids. I'm talking about Gammy. I'm talking about nieces and nephews. I'm talking about siblings. These niggas really just like they family. And I'm sorry, it felt like August was a casualty to that, but August also messed with a married woman.
Yeah, and that's the chance that you take. I don't care what she's saying. Oh, me and Will be going through it right now. He done with me. He gonna divorce me. Until those papers are signed, like, you risk that. When you get into a relationship with somebody who's not they fully haven't cut that connection.
And the fact that she was just like, we literally tried to get away from each other, but we couldn't. Jada and Will kids are grown. You know what I mean? It's nothing about Jada that makes me think Jada would take Will through the ringer when it comes to money. And there's something about Will that doesn't make me think he would take care of Jada for the rest of her life. Hell, he's been taking care of Cherie for the rest of her life. That kid grown as hell.
They're together because they want to be together.
They like each other.
Yeah, like they genuinely like each other.
Yeah, and honestly, when I watch Red Table every time Will's on it, it comes across very much that them niggas are like friends. Like, they really just like... I like when you're around. You're my best friend.
And they accept each other for who they are.
Yeah.
Flaws and all.
And they said it. They were just like, in general, they were like, they thought that being married meant you on a journey together. They said, versus that we are on two separate journeys and then we help each other through our journeys. And I think that is a great way to think about marriage, because I feel like sometimes when you think that you're supposed to get married and we're one, I think when people leave you or divorce happens, that's when you realize that you have nothing. Like, I think people should just, the way I take Will and Jada is both of them are just living their lives together, their separate lives together, if that makes sense.
I take it for them that they are making their marriage what they want their marriage to be, and so people need to stop putting other couples on pedestals. They need, because you don't know what goes on in people's relationships.
Listen, relationships are hard. Like, friendships are hard. You have to work on friendships. If you do not talk to your best friend for 2 years, like, you literally have to make sure you keep relationships going, and that goes for your best friend, that goes for your man, that goes for your mama, that goes for your cousin, your siblings. All relationships are tough. And some relationship take precedent by accident. You know what I mean? And no, it's
just people. I genuinely don't know if people are like just if they're disappointed with Will and Jada, or if it's just jokes.
I think they're disappointed with Jada, like cause like you cheated, you're trash. With this young nigga, I think people are disappointed in Jada. But I don't think it's a Will thing.
I don't understand how you could be more disappointed than her husband, though. Her actual...
and I'm not saying... I think Will was disappointed, but like Jada opened up Red Table Talk by saying it was not a secret. It just wasn't y'all business.
Yeah.
And that is the truth. I'm mad that we're talking about it right now because I don't give a fuck about... I genuinely don't care what happens with Will and Jada. As long as Will ain't going upside that girl's head...
Yeah. When I saw what August Alsina said last week, I was just really like, why are you putting them people business out there? Like,
no, it literally was just
why
like,
are you trying to embarrass them?
It was like
the Smiths really don't bother nobody.
They don't. They really just give us entertainment.
Right.
You get Red Table Talk. You're going to get Bad Boys. You're going to get some music from their kids. You're going to get some Just Water from the one kid. You going to get Low Down Dirty Shame, Jason's lyrics, Set It All, A Different World, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Them niggas really just want to put their art out and mind their business in that big ass house that looks like a college in the middle of Malibu.
And whatever they tell us what's going on in their relationship anyway on the Red Table Talk, they just don't tell us like
exactly
specific details.
There has been 3 times Will or Jada have mentioned Jada having to like Will basically like he didn't say I'm done with your ass. He was like go off and do what you need to do. Now we're figuring out that he really like was like they broke up. Like all right, well, bitch, you need to go on about your way. Mm-hmm. We found that out this time, but essentially Will and Jada have had 2 or 3 times where they have talked about Will basically kind of dismissing Jada. I don't want to say to the world because y'all keep referencing Future, but like letting her like figure out. And now it came out like, oh no, I was definitely done with her ass. They were saying it in a very nice way, and I don't know. I don't like the way we expect a lot from celebrities, and I don't like that. Yeah. Honestly, I like when my celebrities gave they mess through their music.
Yeah.
In a sit down interview.
Yeah, and where they tell you. This is my first and last time talking about
first and last.
And we gonna move on.
And that's nothing else to say.
Yeah.
And Will and Jada still is so media trained. The fact that they essentially did a sit down interview, but on her platform, is hilarious.
Yeah. And so at this point, you take it or you leave it.
I mean, y'all not satisfied. Y'all kept saying if Jada not gonna say she fucked him, I don't want to hear about it. Jada said they had a relationship. I mean, it took a minute because Will had to drag it out of her. But
they were entangled.
They were entanglement. But eventually, like, we got to the core of it, and Jada was fucking with that nigga, and y'all still not satisfied. Y'all was never gonna be satisfied with whatever she said.
Right. And it's like, I just don't. They sat there as a united couple, and y'all are going in on them, and it's like, but this ain't your relationship. This ain't your marriage. If Will can move forward, why?
Will said, I don't want to go through this no more. Let me know, like, this is your first and last chance.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing this again. Because he dead ass was just like, so I don't want to go through this. Whatever happens, I can love you through anything. However, this,
yeah,
we're not going to do this no more. However you want to, no.
Yeah. And I hope people not harassing their kids either. Because that's just...
Yeah, it's honestly, I hate that we talk about Will and Jada right now because I could have went my whole entire life without this information.
Yeah, I personally, I don't care if they're in an open relationship. I
don't care if they're in a closed relationship.
Yeah,
I don't care the dynamics of their relationship. I don't care what they need to know or what they do or how it works. I don't need the rules of their relationship.
But what's also so funny is that every week, or however often Jada does the Red Table Talk, and they be posting clips on different blogs, everybody be like, why can't she just shut up? We don't need to know her business. Why she telling us this? Why she sharing this? Just for it to be when she finally does sit down and it's like, all right, y'all, so this is what happened. Then it's she lying, we ain't need to know all this, they clowns. It's just like can't win for losing.
What I realized about marriage in general, and maybe this is an old girl's game because I'm 34, but work your marriage the best way it fits y'all. Everybody marriage don't look alike. And there's a lot of people talking about entanglements who are in the entanglements. It's a lot of people saying the word entanglement and your mom and daddy are have questionable relationships. It's just at this point.
But what happened to the whole, well, my grandparents were together for 60 years and my daddy had an outside child, but my grandmama still worked it out with my granddaddy. And that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all give up too easily on marriage. But now y'all sitting here calling the Smiths clowns.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think marriage is difficult, and
it's just really, from what I'm seeing, it's really what you make of it.
It's what you make of it and how you want your marriage to be. Yeah. And like I said, there are certain things about me that I could not do in a marriage. Your ass not trying to get a fucking job is something I can't do. I'll take cheating over you not trying to get a job. Like that. See how that works? It's some people who really just want a nigga to get a job and can deal with cheating. You know what I mean? Everybody has what they prefer. You know what I mean? And let them niggas live.
Yeah. So this is our first and last time talking.
As a person who really loves the Smiths, this is it. I have nothing else to say about Will and Jada. Them niggas are multi-millionaires with their kids being happy down in Malibu. I can't drag them. Because these niggas is somewhere watching Netflix, scrolling through Twitter, eating nachos, like, we broke the internet.
Yep.
And that's it on that.
Yeah, child. So,
isn't it? Well, y'all keep asking, will I watch I Will Destroy You? Christy ruined it for me. I May Destroy You. Christy ruined it for me, but I'm gonna try to watch it this week because it's been a couple of people that's asked.
I'm gonna try and watch. There was one
Christy
I'm
ruined
not
it.
gonna go into the scene, but there was
about a blood clot.
Ebony, I said I wasn't gonna go into that scene, but that scene had me like, I'm not watching this anymore. But I'm just gonna skip over that episode and go to the next.
Is that episode 1 or 2?
3.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to watch it because even my homeboy was like, y'all not watching that? Gotta watch TV. So
I'm gonna pick up on episode 4.
Okay.
So
but thank y'all for listening.
We didn't do the top 5.
Top 5 living single episodes. You got yours?
Yeah. So, in no particular order, it would be the episode where Kyle sings My Funny Valentine. Don't you change your way for me. Look, I don't want, unless Kyle Barker or Shaka Khan are singing My Funny Valentine, I don't want it.
Funny Valentine.
Don't want it. The Grant Hill episode.
Regine.
I love Regine. The episode when Regine dates both Mario Van Peebles and his dad. The episode when Regine sings a church solo. And
the church solo again?
There is no failure. There is no failure.
Oh, she hated Cece. She hated Cece.
And
she ate CC up right there. No, it was like Cece's like, you should do it like this.
Yeah, there's never been a time in my life when he's never let me go.
Ew. Like she ate CC up.
Don't you just hate when people try to show off?
I gotta watch some shit tonight. Why what season is that? It's 3 or 4. This probably 3.
3.
I want to watch
No,
that.
it might be 4.
I need to watch that one.
Yeah, it might be 4. Oh, and my last episode is when Regine is dating the comedian Mark Curry, and on his comedy bit, he and then at the end of the episode, because they were like, we not gonna gossip no more. But then they like, Regine is like, okay, y'all. So 2 women that Kyle were dating, they in the hall discussing about when he climaxes, he stutters. And then at the end of the episode, Kyle was like, I hope that we're not gonna talk about this anymore. And Maxine be like, maybe we will, maybe we will. Whoa. It's happening.
No, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna have to low key, y'all, because I really be watching that. I be watching the Bois episode too much on Hulu. They got me. Okay, so my top 5: the jury duty regime. No particular order. That shit is fucking funny. Vivica Fox getting married to Heavy D is in that. When Khadijah thought Scooter was cheating on her, which was a Halloween episode.
Yeah.
That's 3.
The Grant Hill episode?
Wait. I might find an episode better than that. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, Grant. No. Wait. We on 3 still. Hold on. Let me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm thinking in my mind which ones I be cackling at the most. God. I do like the Nia Long episode. No, but is that top? Okay, Grant Hill can go. Okay, Grant Hill's in the top 5. I do like that Nia Long episode though. But Grant Hill's in the 4. Damn it. Nia Long's a good one though. Tatiana Lee's a good one too. Mm-hmm. Monica's a good one. The TLC one's a good one. Okay, wait. 4. Okay, I think I might give it to the CeCe Winans episode.
Or the talk show one?
No, CeCe Winans is better. So, CeCe Winans episode, the Grant Hill episode, the Vivica Fox episode, the Grant Hill episode.
No, the Halloween episode when she dresses Lil Bo Peep.
The Halloween episode. I said Grant Hill?
Yeah, you already said that. That was their second one. And then the jury duty.
Let me say something about that jury duty episode. I went to bed. This was like literally 3 weeks ago. I went to bed every day watching that goddamn episode. Because there's something about the fact that she really was just she really didn't have to tell him, but when she told him, and Max was like, I'm a person of the court. It's like, really, Max, all of a sudden. Yeah. And then it's the fact that she trying to speak up for her, and then fucking Khadijah's like, don't do that.
Nah, you let that shit go down by itself.
I know, girl.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Don't risk yourself.
What?
Girl. I also like some of my runners would be the one where Max's ex comes into town and they trying to like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. When Max finds out their college bestie is a lesbian.
That's just funny as hell. Because she really was really throwing
that. Because she was like, Chris, and Chris. And she was like,
It's just the way they loved her. She's like, ooh, lesbian love. She's like, Max.
Yeah, that episode, the one where Regine plans Heavy D and Vivica's wedding. When Khadijah.
That's top tier. No, I'm sorry. That's top tier. When Vivica Fox through that bouquet. Anyway, girl. So what we gonna do is fuck all that what he's talking about. It's like, what? She's like, but he really was set on daffodils. There's so much she really wanted him to have the good one. That's the way that he came in and Max was like, imagine breaking up with somebody and now he's a multi-millionaire. This shit. I'm sorry, that's funny.
No, that was funny. I also like the episode when Khadijah plays Reggie Miller's sister in basketball.
No, she really beat that girl. It was the way she was just childish stuff. Reggie Miller's sister was like, no, but dead ass.
She brought her own nameplate.
No. She's like, it still got my name on it. No, it like, how did you have this?
Yeah, they clapped for Khadijah because she made that one point.
It was just how tired she was. Oh, wow, Scooter really was a real one. She was really like worn out, and Scooter came back and was like, I got you.
And you know, like damn near all the different world cast was on that show too.
No, but you know what?
Don and Colonel Taylor.
I think the producer. I meant to say that earlier. I'm sorry. I meant to say that earlier. I think, was it the producer or the director? It's somebody on Living Single that worked on a different world, and that is why,
like
all of them,
except for I think Jaleesa and Colonel Taylor.
No,
even what was the one that had the pit?
Colonel Taylor.
No, other man.
Damn it!
Mr. Gaines?
Mr. Gaines.
You know he was on the episode because he was messing with Khadijah's grandma when she she stole her jean wig.
They said that was funny too. That was a funny episode. No, but whoever, I don't know if it was the producer or the director, but there was somebody who was high up in a different Living Single. That's why everybody came from a different world, because they worked on a different world too.
Yeah.
And I remember whatever I was watching, it might have been like an unsung Living Single. Whatever it was like a background story to all of it. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Yep. All of them.
Everybody from a different world.
Ron.
Jasmine Guy was
Khadijah's therapist.
And
Kadeem worked as like a competing journalist.
Yeah, he was later into it too.
Yeah.
And then Ron was dated Regine.
But they wrote the Dear John letter.
Oh my God, that's
release me like a thousand doves.
And then they had Freddie dated Overton, who, and she, I guess, was she kind of like
that's how him and Sinclair ended up getting together, because he wanted David. And then Kimberly Reese was Khadijah's friend from college who Max didn't like because she was always like
in my head, I was about to say she was a trainer, but that's Martin.
Remember she was a trainer.
She was training.
Yeah, no, that was when she had the little short pixie cut, I guess. And that episode, they got Arsenio Hall. He was on it at the end because she told Khadijah that she could get Arsenio Hall, and Max was like, "She lying."
Oh, Arsenio Hall. No, that was a good show. Where your dog sleeping? Alright, so you can follow me, Natoya Ebony, on all social media. I'm assuming y'all already know, but follow Recovering Party Girls on Instagram and Party Girls Pod on Twitter.
And I love Christy, ILUVCHRISTY.
Is your page private still?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, follow her.
Okay, should I make it?
No.
Okay.
You can live your life, girl. But yeah, thank y'all so much for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Please watch Living Single on Hulu.
Yeah.
I'm about to watch, actually, now that we talked about it, I need to rewatch some of these episodes.
Yeah, and we don't know when we're going to have another show, considering ain't nothing else.
Ain't nothing on TV, and Chrissy ain't watching no documentary 2 times. So let me tell y'all something. Watch Mucho Mucho Amor. That's a good documentary. And watch Madden Man, and that's a good documentary about Steve Madden. So we will see you guys.
Peace out.
I will say next week, but next time.
Yeah.
Bye.